Okay, so
Okay, here we have the same
Sicilian.
tournament
Yes.
from Palma de Mallorca, the Interzonal, one of the strongest Interzonals ever. Bobby, we have to say it, Bobby won finally the Interzonal with 3.5 points difference from the first place to the second place,
Well,
So, which is terrible. I mean, normally the difference must be half a point or 1 point or something,
and he had
3.5 is
3.5
fantastic. Right,
between him and the second player.
Yeah, he was first, and I think Larsen was second. I mean, he had 18.5, Larsen had 15. Yeah.
You were here at this?
No, I didn't play this tournament.
Not at all.
I came 2 years later, 2 years later. And okay, knight c3 and e6. Robinetti was one of the strongest young players from Argentina, and he played Sicilian. He played always Sicilian, and he played Sicilian always, and against Bobby. And we see the result. The result would be very nice. So bishop c4, the Sozin variation. Bobby played a lot of Sozins against everybody, and a lot of big, very good results, So bishop c4, bishop e3, b5, theory until now, you see. Castle, bishop b7, rook e1, the main line. Okay. Knight b7. Okay, now here white plays very actively bishop g5. And again here you have to be very careful with black. If you overstep a little bit the limit, it's too late later on. He played h6, and after bishop h4, knight c5, this is very risky, knight c5. He had to wait a little bit and to play probably queen c7 or bishop e7 here. And okay, later on the idea was to put the knight in e5 if he had time. Maybe there he could resist. Or maybe even here, another line was instead of knight c5, g5, bishop g3, and bishop and knight e5. Is risky, but maybe black can resist.
Okay.
Okay, after knight c5, very big surprise, but logical.
Sacrifice.
He sacrificed. I told you many times, if white has time to put a piece on d5 in good conditions, immediately after the opening is always with very big chances to lose quickly with black, in a few moves. And we have a very nice example here, this game. From this moment, everything is almost first. Okay, he accepts the sacrifice, and he took there, and king d7, forced, because if he plays bishop e7, knight f5 wins for white.
If he plays
Bishop e7, knight f5 wins. Or bishop takes f6, g takes f6, and knight f5, and wins. Every position is winning for white. So, okay, so we took king d7. Okay, and now, normal before. Now, he wants to take back the piece and very strong initiative. So at least he doesn't give up the piece. He plays knight a4. But okay, now white takes in a4, takes, and c4. And we have the result. White gave a piece for very strong attack, and the king in d7 has a very sad position. But you almost lost here with piece up. Well, piece up. You have piece for 2 pawns, but all the black pieces don't play, If white has time to give one check, he's almost finished, you see.
Actually, here is only 1 pawn, right?
1 pawn is enough. It doesn't matter. Even without any pawn, the position is very dangerous for black, you see, because it's a mating attack, it's almost mate, you see.
Yes.
So what to do? King c8, queen takes there, and now queen d7, of course. White retreats the queen, queen b3. And now what to do? g5, I mean, he has to free himself a little bit, So
Yeah.
bishop g3, knight h5. And now, exactly when the knight goes a little bit too far, c5, decisive. Now the threat is to play c6.
Yeah.
So now what to do? He has to take in c5. No?
Yes.
He took, and queen takes d5. And now, very, very beautiful, very simple also, but very beautiful. Check.
Okay.
King d7 now. Queen a4 check. bishop c6 first, knight takes c6, and black resign. It's mate or you lose the queen.
It's
What to
mate if he takes with the queen.
If he takes with the queen, rook d1 check, and you lose everything. Well, it's almost mate because you have to put a piece in d6. Or take there and queen takes d6 and mate. And you lose everything. You lose every piece. You lose, the king, you lose everything.
Wow.
Terrible position. No? So, okay, black resign.
Yeah.
So you see, a very instructive game, almost from the opening, you gave a chance to accept the sacrifice in d5. Therefore, afterwards, everything is almost forced. In a few moves. Crushing attack, Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, beautiful.
Theory again.
Yes, terrible and beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Mr.
That would happen if sometimes you accept to play Sicilian against Bobby, So, this is the result. Well, not always. He didn't always win with white. But
Most of
95% it was like this, against the Sicilian.
Respected.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.